I will smart diagnose this LG front-load washing machine, which will help you learn and decode the blinking codes shown on it. I have set the machine on synthetic function through the selector switch. And I let it wash the clothes. It filled the drum with water. It performed all the functions well. But after some time, this blinking error started to show on display. You can see the intensive and the pre-wash buttons lights are blinking together. This light blinking error means that the water has not drained from the washing machine. This is why this error code is shown. So what are the reasons that water does not drain from the washer? The backside of the washer has a drain pipe installed. If the drain pipe clogs due to the soap residue buildup, then the water will not be able to drain from the washer. And this error will be shown on the machine. The other common problem that the water not drains is due to this drain pump installed at the bottom of the washer. By pressing the cover hook, it will open. First of all, we need to clean the drain pump. Now I will tell you a method to clean the drain pump quickly. You can see a pipe and drain pump filter installed in it. When I open this filter, all the water will come out of the washer drum, but we don't want to make a mess of water. That is why this pipe is installed in the washer to drain the water out of the drum in an emergency. Place any utensil to pour water out of the washer. Open this cap from the top of the pipe. The water will start to come out of this pipe. After draining all the water with this pipe, then open this filter. You can open it with your hands by applying force. If it is not opening, then use a plier to open it, as how I am doing. Open the filter by rotating it anti-clockwise. The filter is often clogged with dirt. Sometimes pins, coins, or any other small hard object blocks the drain. You can see the green blades of the drain pump. These blades throw the water out from the drum. If these blades are stuck, or if this area is clogged, then the water doesn't go out from the washing machine. Due to which this problem is caused. You can clean it as how I have told you. The problem can be solved. But this problem can also be caused due to another reason as well, which I will show you on another washer. Now you can see this is the drain pump of the washing machine. As it is already open. You can see the pump is installed on the bottom of the washer. You can see this white colored motor installed with the pump. It has a coil inside it. If for any reason, the coil of this motor goes bad or burns, then the drain pump does not work properly, and then the water will not drain from the washer. Then you will have to change it as well, but it happens rarely. Also, the problem could be with the control board or the wire connections if the washer does not drain water. I will explain to you both the things. You can see this blue colored connector installed here. The black wire is the common wire. The brown colored wire is for the drain pump. Check whether the electricity is passing through the drain pump or not. If the electricity is not passing through the drain pump, check these wires, and if the wires are also okay, then check whether the electricity is passing towards the connector or not. If it has no electricity passing, then the PCB could be faulty. Now if the washing machine has drained the water completely, we can see through the door whether the water is drained from the machine or not if the clothes are loaded inside the machine. If the water is not present inside the machine and still the error is shown, then the reason for the problem could be this sensor. It is also called a water pressure switch or water level sensor. It has different names. If this gets jammed due to any reason still, this problem will be shown. And this gets stuck if the air trap system holes are blocked. But this problem occurs very less, as if you haven't cleaned or serviced the machine for years. Now such a fault in the machine could take place, which could be a user fault or in the machine. Now let me tell you how. As I press the power button, it has started. Select your required program. I set the water to cold and press the play button of the washer. If you are an active user of the washer, you will grab the fault quickly. But if you use the washing machine sometimes, then you will not be able to understand it quickly. You can see the intensive care and pre-wash button light are blinking. Other than this, the light is blinking in this pattern as well. If this pattern of blinking is shown, it means the door of your washing machine is open. If I see the door right now for a little distance, it seems to be closed. But it is not. I will close the door and see the lights are still blinking. The blinking stops showing automatically as well after closing the door. If the lights do not stop blinking, press the play pause button once again. Press the button for the second time as well. The fault will be finished and your washer will go back to working condition. Now when the machine has a problem, then it means the door lock of the washing machine has gone bad. The door switch is something like this, which is installed at the back. And I already have a video on it. Other than this, if the wiring or the control board goes bad, then as well this problem can be shown. As I told you, black wire is common and yellow wire is the door switch wire. Check whether 220 volts are passing through the door switch or not. Check whether the wire is disconnected or not, as I told you before. If 220 volts are passing, then it means the control board is faulty, and fix the PCB, the fault will be finished. Now as I have started the machine, you can see the lights have started to blink. The lights with the temperature buttons are blinking. The intensive care and the pre-wash button lights are also blinking. When the pressure switch is faulty, then this blinking is shown. Almost 2.5 or 2.6 volts pass through it. Check those voltages. If they are not passing through it, then you will see this problem. This sensor has 3 wires. Purple, blue with white strip, and the orange colored wire. The purple and the blue colored wire should have 2.6 volts. The blue wire is the common wire. And you will have to check the voltages of orange and purple wires by attaching them to the common wire turn-wise. You should get 2.5 to 2.6 volts. This is its connector, which is pink in color. Check whether the wire is disconnected or 220 volts are passing through it or not. If the voltages are passing, then change this switch, and the problem will vanish. Now another pattern of lights are blinking on the display. Above the temperature button, all the lights are blinking. Now this means that a thermistor, which is installed at the backside of the washer, has gone bad. The backside has a cover installed. I will tell you which thermistor gets faulty by opening this cover. Now let me show you where the sensor is installed. The sensor is installed over here. This sensor is installed to sense the temperature of the water. Because the heater heats the water, then this sensor tells the control board what the temperature of the water is. So we have to check its resistance value. Now I will check its resistance value through a multimeter. The temperature right now is 32.5 degrees. So I am checking what its value is at this temperature. The value of the sensor is 36.99 kilo ohms. And this must be its value at 32 degrees. Because its value would have increased at 25 degrees. And it is fine. Now if I talk about the wiring connection in the control board, it is the same pink connector. The blue with the white strip is the common wire, as I told you, which is also connected to the pressure sensor. This blue wire and the common wire are attached to the sensor. We should get 5 volts on the sensor. If the control board is bad, then check the control board. Replace or repair it, and the problem will be solved. This washer has a smart diagnosis system. The washers which have this logo will have a smart diagnosis system. A phone is present, and a smart diagnosis is written on it. As if your washer does not have this logo, then this smart diagnosis system is not present in it. Now let me explain to you what it is used for. Whenever the washing machine has any problem, we do call a technician or service center. Then they check our washing machine. The LG has used this smart diagnosis to solve the issue quickly. For example, your washer has a problem, and you call the service center. The service center will tell you to do some work. Let me explain that as well. You can see an error code is shown on the display. Whenever you call the authorized service center, they will have a decoder or analyzer through which they tell you what this blinking means. The agent will ask you to press the temp button, and you will have to take the mic of the cell phone near the washer. As you heard that the washing machine generated a special kind of sound, which is already inserted in the washer with different kinds of codes for different errors. The agent will put this sound in the decoder or the analyzer. Through this, he will tell you what the problem the washing machine is making on the phone. The advantage of the smart diagnosis is that if the washing machine has a user fault, the service agent will guide you on the phone, and you will not need a technician, and if the problem cannot be fixed without a technician, then the service center will send the technician. And the technician will not have to visit to look for the fault repeatedly as he already knows what the fault is, and this way, the smart diagnosis will save your time and money. Click on the left or right thumbnail on the screen to watch our next videos. And subscribe. It's free. Thank you.